Hey friends and fam, I just wanted to officially share that we did meet our $9,000 goal to purchase 3 industrial-sized swing sets for the all boys and girls orphanage in Panama that Sowing Seeds of Love has been serving for the past 6 years. This is incredible because it allows us to complete phase 1 of our fundraising for this year's big Christmas extravaganza, which leads us to phase 2. Now phase 2 is going to focus on raising $6,000 to support 2 other communities. One is the all boys orphanage and the other are as many children and families as we can reach in the Comarca, which is one of the most rural and poorest areas of Panama. It's an area that the Panamanian government has given to some of the indigenous tribes to Panama, much like our government did with the Native American. So though this land is gorgeous, it's mountainous and beautiful, it's difficult to work and to earn an income from. And because it's so secluded, it's hard for people to go to a neighboring town to get jobs to earn an income. So again, it's one of the poorest areas. So with each of these communities, one of the main necessities that we'd love to be able to meet is providing school supplies for as many kids as we can reach. Now that's about 40 kids at the all boys orphanage and hopefully about 120 kids if we can reach that many in the Comarca. Now it's really essential for these kids to have school supplies because to attend the national school in Panama, they must have them or else they can't attend. So yeah, we'd love to meet that necessity. But we always want to go beyond solely meeting necessity. We want to spend time with them in order for them to feel seen, heard, and loved. And so with the all boys orphanage, we want to organize an afternoon Christmas get together on site with all the boys. We've done this the past couple of years and it's just so much fun. We play Uno, we play soccer, we jump rope, we just have a great time. And something else that's really cool is the boys love to take us on a tour of the property to show us all that they do, meaning they actually work the land on the property that they live on. They actually grow their own food, and so they take much pride in it because they are doing all of it, which is so cool because A, they're eating much more nutritious food, and B, they're learning a skill set that they can rely on when they age out of the program at 18. And they're growing up as farmers. It's really cool. And there's other programs in place for them to learn trades as well. But again, we want to go beyond necessity and we want to spend that time with them so that they feel seen, heard, and loved. And we'd love to be able to do that. And with the Comarca, we want to do the same thing. So what we've done in the past is we end up having to rent this 15 passenger van for myself, Lindsay, some of the women that she's been working with for the past few years. Now that's actually our connection into the Comarca, is these women were going to their parents' house and extended family members that still live in the Comarca. And so anyway, so it's myself, Lindsay, women, their children, their husbands, and we all load into this 15 passenger van, loaded down with everything that we want to provide in the Comarca. And we drive a few hours towards the Comarca, and at a certain point this paved road ends and we all have to get out, and then we distribute the load amongst us, and we actually go on footpaths and walk the rest of the way, like an hour hike or whatever it is, into we go to 2 different locations. So one is the parents of one of the ladies, and then the other is the parents of one of the other women that we work with. And we also want to provide, besides providing the school supplies, we want the kids to have a little something to open up. So in the past, we've wrapped coloring books, taking the time to wrap 120 individual coloring books just so they have something to open up and feel so special and connected to Christmas. And anyway, so we go and we spend a few hours at each of these locations, spending time with the kids, spending time with the families, playing soccer, jump roping, communicating, sharing a meal. It's just really a lot of fun. And something else that we've been able to do in the past is provide new flip-flops to a lot of the adults in the community. Like the women for sure wear flip-flops. The men, a lot of the men wear them too. And again, they're just walking on footpaths day in and day out all the time, so their shoes wear out, and it's really great to be able to replace them. So this is meeting a necessity, but it's a necessity that they get super excited about. And so we think that's a win-win, and would love to be able to do that again this year. So again, this is phase 2's goal, is to raise $6,000 to support these 2 other communities that we love and adore and have been able to spend time with them these last few years, especially during our Christmas big gives. And if I'm just sharing this to see if it resonates with you, and if you would love to make a loving contribution, please click the link in the post and just follow it to make the donation. And again, I thank everyone who has contributed in the past and to our phase 1 goal of getting the swing set. So incredible. None of this happens without all of us coming together to do our part. So this is just me sharing it to see if this resonates, and I'd love to have you join us in this effort. Thanks again, and I love y'all so much.